So to begin, I'm just going to apply some primer. This one's from Holika Holika. Super nice and iridescent, so it's just going to really help illuminate the skin underneath the makeup so that you can have a nice candlelit glow. And then I'm just going in with 2 parts foundation, 1 part Aura Beam, and I'm mixing them together and applying them all over the skin. The Aura Beam is really just going to help make the skin look dewy and fresh. So it gives the skin a nice glossy finish. Yeah, I just feel like K-drama makeup really emphasizes the complexion, so it always tends to be very hydrated looking and super glowy. So that's pretty much what I'm trying to achieve here with the beam and the foundation. And then I'm just going to apply a bit of color corrector underneath my eyes. You can skip this step if you like, I just didn't want to compensate with excessive concealer. And I just feel like this eliminates the need of like layering my concealers. And then now I'm concealing my dark circles. And I'm applying a bit on the lid as well to even out the eyelid color. And then I'm going to start with my brows. I'm going to keep the shape quite straight because that's how they usually are in dramas. Yeah, I was trying to keep it really light and natural looking, but in the end I feel like I went on a bit more strong than I wanted to, so I'm just smoothing it out and making sure that everything looks blended. I feel like the coloring is still a bit dark, so I'm going in with a brow mascara now, just to even everything out and lighten up the brow color. And now I'm just highlighting under my brow to accentuate the shape, and there's a really stubborn hair there, so I'm going to pluck it too. And we are done. So now I'm just priming the eyelids. And then I'm going to go in with a matte brown shade. So I feel like the tone of brown that they use on their lids in dramas tends to be a warmer terracotta shade. So I just chose pretty much that same color range. I just went a shade deeper to match my own skin tone. Yeah, I'm pretty much just keeping that on the eyelid. I'm not going too far up in the crease. And then now I'm just going to go on with a thin application of liquid liner. I'm using brown, but you could use black if you like. I just felt like brown would be a little bit more natural. And I'm just applying a bit of highlighter into my inner corners. And my favorite part, I'm trying out this lip mask. I'm just applying it to the inner parts of my lips, and then I'm going to wait for it to dry while I do the rest of my eye makeup. So I'm just curling my lashes, applying mascara. Normally I do a lot more mascara, but this lip look is all about being super natural, so I'm doing 1 coat on both my top and bottom lashes. Then I decided to apply a bit of white eyeliner to my waterline. This step is optional, I just wanted to look more wide-eyed and awake. And now that that's done, we are going to start peeling off the lip mask and see how that worked. Pretty much did shit all for my upper lip, but it did stain my bottom lip, so we got something. And now I'm just shading my jaw area. I'm not really going to contour or anything like that, just going to chisel the chin and blending that out with my fingers. And now I'm just going on top of that with a matte powder bronzer, just to set it all in place. And now it's blush time. The blush I'm using is a liquid blush, and the pigment of it is pretty red, so it's going to give us that nice pinched effect. And now I'm just concealing the outside of my lip. I'm blending that out. And now we're gonna apply a nude peachy shade on the outsides of the lips and then blending that out as well. And now we're gonna go in with a deep pink in the center of the lips. And then we're just gonna blend that into the peach shade as well, creating a nice gradient. And that is the finished look, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and yeah, if you want to see more looks, please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel.